Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Claire. If you are new here, hello and welcome. I've had so many new subscribers lately. I'm a little bit overwhelmed, so welcome and thank you for subscribing basically, and I hope you enjoy my content and you hang around for more. If you are new here, I just do loads of different crafts. There's nothing, I'm not a specific kind of channel, I don't stick to a specific thing, but you will find that I go in and out of like loving one thing and, you know, finding something new and then rolling with that for a couple of videos. So I generally bring out videos once a week. This video is a craft room tour, probably the smallest craft room in the entire world. I'm quite confident of that, but yeah, so I share this room with my other half. He has one side for his office, I have one side for my crafty bits, and yeah, so I generally call it the craft room, but it's known as our office, but he's never in here, so it's my room, but anyway, let's get started with the video. So I will start from out here. If you watched my home tour, you will know that this is the room I never went into because it was a junk room at the time and I just could not open the door. Well, I couldn't show you guys, but yeah, so if you didn't see my house tour, I will link it here or wherever it is. So yeah, bathroom, our bedroom, and yeah, so this is the room I didn't show you guys. It's still a work in progress, but this is my craft room and what I've got so far. So I am one half of two halves. His side is absolutely shocking. This is my side, so this is my craft room. As you come into the craft room, you will see I have a long desk here and it kind of like works its way up the wall with loads of shelves, and that is my latest video, that create sign up there. So basically we had two small desks in here, almost like similar to this, but it wasn't big enough for what I needed. So I used the legs from the old desk and the drawers from the old desk, which was an IKEA basic standard desk, and I bought a long worktop. So this worktop is 2 meters in length, and I just rested it really on these guys and screwed the legs in. Works perfectly for me, and I've got the old IKEA chair that we had anyway. So yeah, this is now my new space. So as I go over, I don't really know how much detail you want to see. I did a very quick tour on my Instagram, but yeah. Over here I've got loads of cans, you know, like tinned food. I kind of just wash the cans out and I keep them. So I've just got my Posca pens and my Sharpie pens, yeah, Stanley knives, scissors, paintbrushes, my hot glue gun with some glue sticks to hand. I do have a big box stored elsewhere. I've got my hot glue fingers. These are a lifesaver. If no one has ever come across these are just perfect. They're silicone protectors for your fingers when you're doing a lot of hot glue, so protect those fingers, people. I have got my Sizzix machine here. I have got my sewing machine underneath there. This is my kind of like yeah, my latest bit of resin that I was just kind of like having a play around with. And that's pretty much the desk. On the desk I've got my cutting mat, my paper cutting mat, and these are a couple of, yeah, they didn't really go according to plan, but I'm still having fun with my resin, just trying out new things. Yeah, it's the waves. I can't get the waves, but I'm going to get the waves. I'm gonna work and work and work and see if I can get it. But yeah, so we put these shelves up here. I've just got some tins here with some buttons. So these are buttons from my grandma, who's long passed, about 15 years ago, so they're all of her buttons. And actually these are all of my partner's mother's buttons. So we've got kind of like, you know, you just have a tin of buttons. You know when you go to a tin of biscuits and you're hoping there's biscuits inside, but it's buttons? Yeah, this is pretty much it. But yeah, I'm very visual. I like to see everything that I've got. So as we walk along the shelf, I've got my glues, my heat gun, which is not very good for resin. I need to buy another one. A couple of bits that I've bought here to do some DIYs. I've got my neon tape here that I did this with. If you haven't seen that video, it was just a really fun one, really, just to show you guys how easy some things are, just to, you know, put something on your wall. Yep. Just some books here that I really like. I also really love special effects makeup and face painting. I used to face paint at children's parties and events and things like that, but yeah, I kind of gave that up really. My kit got a bit too old to use on children's faces, so I basically just use it now for my own personal use, because then it's my own safety I have to worry about. On this shelf, I've got a ton of paint. I've got some newly purchased small little acrylics, but spray paint. I do like spray paint, so I've got quite a collection of these spray paints here. Kind of double layered really at the back. Love, love, love. If I can spray anything, I'll spray it. Over in this corner, I've got my Scrabble letters, my lamp, my more markers, more bits and bobs. And really this room is kind of, it does the job, but things like this kind of got nowhere to put it, so I just kind of dump it on the side. Next one up, I've got all of these storage bins from well, we call them containers, but I know some people call them storage bins, from my local pound shop. So they were £1 each, and I've just got my moss, I've got twine, my more Posca pens. I've got lots of Posca pens, like metallics, fat nibbed, thin nibbed. If you don't know what Posca pens are, they're amazing. They're just, I guess they're paint pens, but they can paint on any surface. So last summer I did a lot of rock painting. You paint a rock, you know, you put it out in the local park and then make someone's day when they find it, and hopefully put a smile on people's faces. I've got lots of little packs of papers in here with lots of paper roses. So I've just labelled that papers. Bits. I'm so technical with my labelling. Bits. I've just got a tub full of bits. I mean, that's my material, a rotary cutter, because I sew as well. I love sewing. Yeah, pegs and just bits. More buttons up here, but they are shop bought buttons. Bling. I got a tub labelled bling, which has just got some crystals in, diamante crystals, cheap, you know, like actual craft crystals, nothing expensive. I've got my tester pots here. I actually use these to paint my rocks. So when I do rock painting, I give them a base coat of whatever colour, and I use just basic tester pots. They are £1 each from Wilko's or any DIY store. I've got my clay tub. Love me a bit of air dry clay. I have already made some videos, Christmas tree decorations, and I recently made a gorgeous copper leaf tray. If you haven't seen that, go check it out. Wooden sticks, you've all got to have some lollipop sticks. I mean, you know, it's the basics of all craft. When I was a child, get the lollipop sticks out, get the glue out. Anyone else, when they were younger, if you liked craft, did you have real glue? Because my grandma used to make my glue. She used to make it, mix up like flour and water in a pot. I was happy as Larry. I was more than happy to just crack on, just gluing stuff together with a bit of flour and a bit of water. Random basket up here with some polystyrene bits in, but that needs to go in my polystyrene tub. And some Hessian. I've got 3 large Hessian rolls here, which I've got from not the works, oh, a shop. I can't remember. If I remember, I'll put it here. And my Sizzix. So I've got my Sizzix machine down here. If you haven't seen one of these before, it's basically a die cutting machine. I got this off of a Facebook site, so I didn't pay, I paid about £30 for it, and it's about 80 in shops, so I couldn't justify spending that because I didn't know if I'd like it. That's the thing, I try lots of different things and I don't know if I'm gonna like it, so luckily I love it. So now I have a container with all of my Sizzix dies inside, and yeah, I use those a lot, and I've actually recently used them for my botanical kitchen decor. If you want to check that out, please do. I'm literally just sending you to all my old videos right now. I've got some empty containers over here, which you know I'm going to fill up one day. My paper roses, they kind of just sit. They just sit on the shelf. I also made those on my channel if you'd like to see how they're made. Simple, really, really simple as. So if I stand back, that's pretty much the overview of my desk, my chair, and pretty much, yeah, all my shelving. I love seeing everything. Down here we've got just random, we've got my overhead projector, because I used to, I haven't done it for a while, but I've done a few murals, like wall murals. Bit of a cheater really, it's almost like tracing, but yeah. And then in here was my Poundland bargains. Everything was 25p, so I went crazy and just bought a whole load of stuff. And yeah, what else? Have I missed anything? Nope, haven't missed anything there. Down in this corner is just shoved stuff, random stuff. Christmas, there's a massive Christmas craft box down there, but it's out of sight because, you know, it's quite a while away until Christmas. But if anyone is new to my channel, I do love Christmas, so be prepared for that. And Then we come over to this bit. Oh gosh, it just gets worse. I still feel like I need more storage. But we've got, this unit was IKEA. This is the old IKEA desktop that rested on those. So I basically took it off and popped it up there for an additional shelf that I can shove more additional stuff on. So I've got these boxes here. This one says papers, but actually it's filled with material and wool, because I got a needle felting kit for Christmas. Oh my goodness me, needle felting is absolutely amazing. If you haven't tried it, try it. Guaranteed you'll love it. But yeah, mind your fingers. Haven't labelled this one yet, but this is a mishmash of moss and just wooden decorative bits and bobs. Over here we've got some papers, cards, envelopes, and all of my stamps. Don't really do that much anymore. I used to make cards pretty much for everyone. Every occasion people would ask me to make them a card. Haven't really, yeah, not really into that so much anymore. I gave a ton of stuff away to my nieces back, you know, a couple of years ago. I've got some frames here. Yeah, this was a chopping board that my friends left after my 40th birthday party. So I put it in the dishwasher, and I didn't think, did I? It fell apart. So it came out of the dishwasher in absolute pieces. Sorry, Emma. But yeah, part of me thought, oh, result. I can make something out of that. Yes, loads of wool in this one with some just random trays. My resin, I've got, yeah, really into resin lately, and I think a lot of my new subscribers, thank you so much. I think you guys have probably come to me from my resin video. Again, it's not going to be a resin channel, but I'm definitely going to try a few more pieces, do a couple more bits. I've got my needle felt box over here that's got all of my felts in, and then we get down to the serious stuff. So we've got Halloween, obsessed with Halloween. Well, I'm obsessed with the crafting of Halloween, not so much Halloween, if that makes any sense at all. Over there I've got another Christmas craft box. It's just filled with pine cones and all the yumminess that comes with Christmas. Another Christmas box down there, and down here behind my little bin that holds nothing is my polystyrene. So they're all of my foam balls, tiny balls, bigger balls, eggs, and all of that sort of malarkey, including some Christmas fabric. But yeah, this is what I struggle with. Random stuff like this that I buy and I think, oh, that'll be great for Halloween, but then nowhere to put it. So I've still got a bag of bones. I've got this stuff because I just don't want to throw it away because it's solid. No idea what I'll do with it, but it's just there. All of my canvases and my large scale boards, wrapping papers, cellophanes, all kind of shoved. If I stand back a bit, I feel like I'm getting a bit close. Shoved down the side there. And then, well, this is just tragic. This is a massive mountain of material. Again, I think I need another unit to go here, similar to this one maybe, where I can sort through my material. I met, you know, there's a girl on Instagram I follow called Kayla. She makes the most magnificent dolls. Amazing, you should check her out, Kayla's Dolls. Yeah, I said to her, whatever material I find, I'm gonna just maybe just, yeah, send her pictures and swap it with her. And then here is my latest buy for my IKEA frames. I do love me a box frame. I just think they're so versatile and they can just work for everything. So I went into IKEA and practically bought the shelf. And that's pretty much it for my side of the room. I hope I haven't rushed too much. If you want to know where I got anything, please do ask. But I am loving the space. I love the light in here. I've got the garden. I've covered the window just for privacy reasons. And yeah, I've got the garden light coming straight in. And you know what? It's the first time since we've moved here in 3 years I'm actually able to sit down, just escape, complete escapism, and think, right, what do I need to make? What can I make? And I just potter up here. And a couple of weeks ago was the first time, and oh man, I enjoyed it so much. I literally just forgot about the world, you know. But yeah, it was amazing. So if you are into any other craft, let me know. There's still so much I want to try. I really want to have a go at macrame. And yeah, crochet, oh my gosh, hats off, high five, air five to anyone who does crochet. I haven't got the patience for it. It looks too hard for me. And yeah, I'm sure one day I will give it a go for sure. At the moment, I'm really into resin, but yeah, I know what I'm like. It probably won't last. But I hope you've enjoyed this craft room tour. I feel like I rushed it a bit, but genuinely, it's a small room and I just don't feel like I want to, you know, open up every box and show you every detail that I've got. But this is it. Look, I'm backing up against the door right now. This is literally it, the size of our room. And then, yeah, hopefully in the next week or two, Tim is going to get up here and sort out his side, because his side is all about his writing and his, yeah, his dragons and his skulls and his, yeah, all of that jazz. But my side's a bit brighter. But thank you so much for coming along with me for my craft room tour. Oh, pool noodles. Forgot about the pool noodles. I actually made a wreath for Christmas last year but never followed through. So I've still got 3 left and I don't know what to do with them. But yeah, that's it really. That is it. Oh gosh, I'm knocking the door again. I'm not very good at this. Hope you've enjoyed. I hope I've inspired you in some way. Get all your things out, put it all on the shelves. I do like it. I really like seeing everything, and I really do love this. Again, if you saw the video, you'll know that I actually saw that on somebody else's channel and I can't remember who. So if it was you, thank you for the inspiration. But yeah, I'm not sure how they made it, because they didn't show how they made it, but it was just there. And if you are new here and you notice that I talk a lot, you're absolutely right, I do talk a lot. I'm trying, but it's hard. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.